All right, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And this is going to be a lesson, short lesson, entitled regarding donations. Okay, donations and tithes that people out there want to send, brothers and sisters. On the comment board, me having some questions come up. This is from Daughter of Zion. She says, Shalom, brother, I don't have PayPal. Can I donate through YouTube Cash App? Usually appears through live videos. We do not have that. What you're talking about is Super Chat. And you can only have Super Chat if you got monetized videos, which our videos are not monetized. We don't have Super Chat. You're going to have to follow the directions that's in the video. And those are the only ways you can send donations, okay? Regina Woodson says, Shalom, I sent a donation to PayPal account and it says the payment went to JMS Concessions. Is this correct? Now, somebody else also said, I received the same response, Jamel Blair, and when I sent an email that stated that it was inactive. Again, only use what you see in the video. It's got a PayPal address. It also has a regular address if you want to just mail it in. And if you mail in this video, which I'll make sure to put the link in the description of this video, okay? In this video, it gives you all the information you need in regards to sending tithes, and the information in it is correct. I received confirmation today from the elders. The information in the video is correct. The email address is correct. The P.O. box is correct, and this PayPal address is also correct. And I have a third address that I can also give. All right, now from the comment board this morning, Victoria Reynolds said, not sure if you remember me, but a couple of months ago, I texted you, which she means she emailed. All right, I emailed you about giving donations. Well, the address that you gave me, I used it to send money. I also used my PayPal account again, and I've yet to receive any confirmation as to if they received my tithes. And I have to apologize to you brothers and sisters out there, because originally there were so few brothers and sisters that actually sent, tithes that you would get a confirmation. But now it's to the point where everybody's so busy, so you more than likely you will not receive a confirmation. But again, if you go by what's in this video, okay, you send it to the right place, and that's all you need to do. If you're going to send it PayPal, send it to GMS Donations. And I also have we'll get to that in a second. Send it GMS Donations at gmx.com. And then you also have the P.O. box if you're going to just do it the old-fashioned way. Okay? So if you do what's in the video, the apostles, the elders, and brothers will receive what you're saying, okay? All right, so she goes on. However, someone is getting the money that I've been sending, not sure who it is. So I used that same email address and sent them a note and asking them if they received my tithes. In return, I received an email stating the email address didn't exist. And the reason why is because this is not for emails. It's a PayPal account, okay? GMS Donations at gmx.com. If you send an email to greatmillstone.info, you're not going to get anything back, okay? All you need to do is do, what the video tells you to do. She says, I'm deeply hurt behind this due to the fact that I'm trying my best to keep the law. However, I don't think that I'll be sending any more money to that email address again, due to the fact that this is my second year that I've been sending money to the ministry. Thanks for your help. And if you can figure out what's happening, please feel free to let me know. Now, we went back and forth a little bit. I said, don't be hurt. I'm sure everything is okay. We send our tithes the same way. You may not receive confirmation, but you did your part. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai knows that. The apostles are very busy as well as we are. Sometimes I get so many comments and questions, many fall through the cracks and go unanswered simply because of how many they are. Keep pushing, studying, watching, and praying, okay? And I hit her with a few scriptures, which we'll read those. And then I asked what email address she sent it to. And then I actually was able to make contact with one of the elder brothers. And we got to the bottom of it. Okay, I said, I just got confirmation from the elders They mentioned you by name and said, yes, they received yours. I will do a short lesson on this and show the proof on the screen, okay? So everything got resolved with that. And the proof is here, right here. All right. And also here, GMS response team at outlook.com. If you want to send an email, which, regarding questions to that, okay? Also, yeah, I mean, that was another address that came up. You see it at the top of the screen. GMS response team at outlook.com, okay? Now, right here, the message came back. They receive a lot, so it's hard to send confirmation to everyone. Lord will, brothers and sisters will understand and keep sending. Okay, and then they said, we have been receiving both Victoria Reynolds and Regina Woodson's donations. So if that's one of you sisters out there, and you hear this, they mention you specifically by name. We have been receiving both Victoria Reynolds and Regina Woodson's donations. Okay, so I want to hit a few scriptures here real quick for you scoffers and naysayers out there that got a problem with tithes being paid, because a guy came on the comment board and said, well, tithes wasn't talking about money. Well, this is for you. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 14 verse 22. It says, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year. And this is Jake classic thing. You niggas going off, you want to send money, you want to send tithes, you trying to get money, whatever, man. Okay, listen to what the scripture said. We know that tithe wasn't money, but listen to what it says. This is back during the the old days, right? Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy power in the place which he shall choose to place his name there, the tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, thy power always. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy power shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy power hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy power shall choose, and thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy power, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household. You understand that? So in this day and time, we don't have fields, we don't have chickens, we don't have cows that we can give a tenth of to the priest, right, as tithes. So what do? We turn it into money, and we send the 10th part of that. If you got a problem with it, simply just don't do it. It's voluntary, okay? You brothers and sisters out there, it's voluntary. Ain't nobody shaking you down. You do what you can. If you're able, do it. If you're not able, don't do it. If you're able and you don't want to do it, that's on you. That's between you and the Most High. But for those that do, it's a great thing you're doing for helping the ministry. This is Mark 9, verse 41. This is the words of Yahweh Shai. He says, for whosoever shall give you a cup of cold water to drink in my name, because ye belong to Hamashiach, verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward. And that's plain. You should not lose your reward. Okay? Let's also get another. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me. In the name. And this is strictly, like I said, this is voluntary. You don't have to, nobody holding a gun in nobody's head. If you want to donate, you can. If you want to pay tithes, you can. And if you don't, that's between you and the Most High. Okay? Matthew 10 and 40. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. There you go. It's plain. And just like I told the sister on the comment board, even if, let's say for example that somebody sent off tithes or donation and something happened and it got lost, right? It's not for you to be all in an uproar or be fretting over it, okay? Because the Most High knows what you did. You did your part. Like I told the sister, you did your part. This is Hebrews chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, "But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." And ministering is not always just preaching the word. You minister by taking care, okay? Let's see here. And it's the same word, okay?
Strong's G 1247. Diakoneo. Diakoneo.
Diakoneo. It says here, signifies to be a servant, attendant, to serve, wait upon, minister, right? Also, to be an attendant, wait upon, menially, or as a host, friend, or teacher. And you, of course, a minister is a teacher. Technically, to act as a Christian deacon, okay? So, though, let it apply to whom it will, how it will. The women, you minister by doing things, being helps, donating. And then you also, your brothers that don't teach and preach, you minister by helping as well. It says to be a servant, attendant, domestic, to serve, wait upon, to minister to one, render ministering offices to be served, ministered unto, to wait at a table or offer food and drink to the guests, of women preparing food, to minister, i.e. supply food and necessities of life, to receive one's necessities by collecting alms, to provide, take care of, distribute the things necessary to sustain life, to take care of the poor and the sick, who administer the office of a deacon in Christian churches. And you take that with a grain of salt. We can actually skip that one. To minister, to attend to anything that may serve another's interest, to minister a thing to one, to serve one, or by applying something. So minister has a broad, it's very broad definition, right? Many broad definitions, okay? Many uses of that word. So let's go back and read that again. Because those that, donate to the ministry, that, because what's going on, you got a lot of brothers that may be out of work, sisters that need things, or families of brothers that need things. Contrary to popular belief, we do have families, okay? Brothers have families. They have wives, children, and whatnot. We just don't advertise that. We don't put that out there as a thing that you look at us. Look at us. Look what we're doing, Our wives and children are behind the scenes. So if a brother or sister is in need, what happens is they make it known, that's why an order is set up for heads of regions and whatnot. And brothers and sisters that have need, they make it known. And then, it's distributed based upon the need. Hebrews 6:9, "But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, which you have showed toward his name, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and that you have ministered to the saints and do minister." So if by chance something went wrong in the mail, got lost, or this or that happened, you don't worry about it. The Most High knows what you did, okay? You did your part. Now, at the end of the day, you should strive to make sure you use only the information that's been given. You can say, GMS donations at gmx.com. Salakia. You can say GMS response team at outlook.com. But my recommendation would be just watch this video, and everything in the video, follow these instructions to the letter, right? Only what's given, and you won't have no problems, okay? And again, I will put the link to that video in the description, because I'm getting questions about it. Brothers are getting questions. How can I send a donation? How can I do this? How can I do that? Okay. So this is Matthew 25 and verse 31. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. The sheep representing the lost, the elect of the house of Israel, okay? In this particular instance right here. The goats represent Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the damn devil, the Edomites. He shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the excuse me, from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungry, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungry, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. So when you send a donation, alms, tithes, if you help a brother, if you give a Bible, or you make a garment, or you know, if you're a help, if you do anything, hey, remember, you're doing it to the Lord. You're not doing it to us. And let it be known, brothers ain't asking you for no money. We don't want nothing from you. But since you asked the questions, and the questions been asked, the video was put together so that brothers and sisters can, you know, because you do have those that want to help, you know, the best way they can. All right. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungry, and ye gave me no meat, and I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in, naked, and ye clothed me not, sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in a hungered, or a thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. Okay? And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal, showing you that the righteous is who? The elect of the house of Israel, man. Okay? And that the other people that's talking about are the Edomites. And I think that's all I got right there. I got 1 Peter 1 and verse, I'm just going to jump ahead, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. So, hey, that's a good office also to have if you're charitable, right? I think that's it. I'll read this one also. Yeah, just to have another precept. But charity is also a great thing to those that may not know. I'm thinking particularly of one brother that said he would love to go out to camp and teach, but he's kind of sickly and he's not able to. Okay, well, you also have other offices, helps, charity, alms, you can do things, you know what I mean? So there you go. All right, so this is Luke 14. I'm gonna jump in verse 11. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Then said he also to him that bade him, When thou makest a dinner or a supper, call not thy friends, nor thy brethren, neither thy kinsmen, nor thy rich neighbors, lest they also bid thee again, and a recompense be made thee. But when thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind, and thou shalt be blessed, for they cannot recompense thee. For thou shalt be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. Okay? So all these things that we do, those of us that teach, those that help others, those that are turn many to righteousness, as it said, you're going to be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. All right? So with that, I'm going to end the lesson. Again, the addresses inside of this inside of this video are correct. The PayPal GMS donations at gmx.com. Just watch this video. It'll be in the description. As well as if you want to, also GMS response team at outlook.com for questions or whatnot you may have. Now, again, elders and brothers are busy, so you might not get confirmation. You might not get a response right away if you send an email. But we are not in it. Our thing is we preaching the word, we teaching the word. We're not going to sit there and go back and forth with a bunch of emails with people about, about things. So, take that with a grain of salt, what I'm saying, all right? So, Lord willing, the questions were answered. Whoever had issues, Salaki if you had issues, and, sorry that you might not have received the confirmation, but you know what it is, all right? So, with that, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect, all right? Shalom.